Veteran Radiant, what do you say about your taxes?
We're bridging the rift.
Let's see, this guy has some wildly 80s hair. I got nothing, man. Thank you for putting forth Kalzal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You will forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Y'shtola. She asked that you meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience.
I thought the Saptrap would be too busy setting up the foundation.
Wait, what?
What?
What are you doing? I've something. Did you?
Oh, did I miss a line?
Multiples?
What? Oh,
I've got Estinian talking about Y'shtola.
I don't know.
What did you
Read
do?
away.
Kyle got Varshan.
Yeah, I don't know. Just read till you get
very,
to me.
I'm very confused. Estinian said, Y'shtola must have finished her study of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I will go with you. You are roughly 5 text boxes ahead of me somehow? I thought the satrap would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of this administration since before Aowan assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. And I am curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction.
As you wish. Allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency.
Hell yeah. There's my Estinian. I'm very sorry I did not do high-pitched Mickey Mouse, Kara. I'm very sorry. Just for you, I'll give you an, oh boy.
Save it for all the ES side quests.
When we get there. My friend is named Contra. We all wanna die. Echo supered because Kyle's a crafter. Gasp.
Apparently.
You don't even remember.
I mean, well, I did a lot in Idleshire. Did a lot of things. I crafted things. Made hot pants.
Okay. And then, you and the hot pants. You, make
mean,
one pair of shorts, and that's your entire crafting story.
That's kind of nice, you know. I made an on-point suggestion. He was like, let's do just that. So that was cool.
I'm Y'shtola.
Sounds good.
Matthew Donovan can't get out of the room. We just poured it into. Up the stairs.
Right, here we all are.
There's a lot of voice cutscenes in this.
There is. It is.
You
Voice
ready?
heavy. Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
I was about to say, you just sat through like an hour of civics from a dragon. You can't give Y'shtola like 3
From what we
sentences.
understand,
Why do you think he's impatient?
travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them.
Uh-huh.
Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Yeah, it's the Final Fantasy 1 credit scene.
You touched a focus
Oh.
of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world.
I've never seen this man before in my life.
It's a cog.
The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway. Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Then what of the many Voidsent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
An excellent question. Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
Oh, are we getting a PowerPoint? No.
Oh no, a demonstration. Better than a PowerPoint.
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact.
Okay, this is a Realm Reborn, but with budget.
I would imagine you were eating this up.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying this.
Our
I'm
more
quite enjoying it
powerful
too.
gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Is that sneaky freak?
Yeah, it's a little seductive.
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
Hey, Graha's not here to defend himself.
Okay. It's a very well-textured gargoyle.
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Voidsent's physical form is left behind in the 13th.
Imp comes over, just starts chewing on it.
Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No. The danger is too great.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Hell yeah. Let's go punch a volcano.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
Sounds like a Thursday night.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
Yeah, no, going top.
Okay,
I'm Boy Scout. You ready to Boy Scout?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Count me in.
I had a feeling you might say that.
No one can correct us when we kill demons.
Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands. That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
No, I see.
Are you being sassy, Ishtola? Seems like you're being sassy.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
You have a plan.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daymir was overseeing the project.
Daymir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
A man-made void scent?
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daymir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
I'm still on my number 2 shit. How you doing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, get Graha
okay.
back in.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
Back to Numenon.
In which case, I say we head directly to Charlene.
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves. I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Khalzal Foundation.
Batman loves orphans.
Oh, wow.
Might
Wow.
just be on our way as well.
Well played. Stinia can't even read, says Ben in chat. That's rude.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
You found adventure.
Oh, dude, do we get to go into the void with Vitra? That'd be cool as hell.
Not without massive emotional damage to him, but, you know, he might be on board for
This
it
game is
eventually.
nothing but massive emotional damage.
true.
It's literally how they do things.
Everything must be damage.
Speak with Y'shtola in the Aetheryte Plaza. I'll pay the way.
Very well, 1,100.
frick.
I'll pay the way.
Nope, nope, nope,
I'm
nope,
gonna
no.
pay
I got
I'm gonna pay
it.
the
I'm
way.
still faster than
Okay,
you
okay.
twice.
Well, I canceled out.
Oh, I didn't see the animation start on my side.
Oh.
That's why I
well,
gloated.
canceled out of the map, you know, I was about to do it.
Oh,
I was always gonna
I
do
was
it.
about to beat
I was
you,
always gonna do
but then
it.
I just didn't. You're
Yeah.
right, man. That lockbox is loud.
Right? That thing just dying to be clicked.
Hey everyone, and welcome to our Clips and Highlights channel. If you want to keep up with everything Kyle and I have going on, make sure you subscribe to the main Grinding Gear YouTube channel, which is where we actually do these streams. That's right, we stream right here on YouTube. Oh, and sub to the Grinding Gear podcast. Apple, Google, Spotify, really any podcast platform. We're probably there. Thanks. Tola.
Toller. If we're to enter Numenon's restricted archives with a minimum fuss, then we must secure permission from the Forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? Gould guy? No one springs to mind? What of the Scarlark Montague?
I couldn't remember his name. I'm like, is it like champagne or something? That's what I
He
was
did come to Grauhaus defense during the inquiry after all. 'Tis settled. Let us head to the phenomenon
Yeah, that's what that word is.
and see if he's willing to help us once more.
Shola is now accompanying me. I know how this works.
Yep.
There's...
Looks like there's just one outside the door, so we can go straight there.
It's the studium. The studium. What you got to say, Y'shtola? Talking about apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. Never had the chance to attend the studium. Needed the dank credits, I recall. Soon after Master Louissoir took him in off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. His was a rigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead.
Should I wonder as well? Jesus.
Oh, never mind me. 'Twas just an idle thought. Can you ask her for tea? Is that an option?
No, it was
Oh.
that her day would have been filled with tea.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Dan cave I studied was about from the Dan cave I studied in was as far from the bright, airy halls of academia as one could get, but it was wondrous, a magical childhood nonetheless.
It's hilarious on my screen just standing there talking to yourself.
There can only be one Y'shtola.
Oh, I don't know why I went the way I went.
Back in the classroom. So long ago.
Martishane.
Making new memories.
Adventure!
Adventure.
I'm on a shame. Are you? Your Y'shtola's here. Want me to on a shame?
Sure, go for it.
Ah, visitors, and quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you?
Pray forgive the intrusion, Scarlark, but we were hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives.
Oh ho! No furtive forays into the stacks this time, eh? I applaud this newfound sense of propriety. Yet in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? I want to punch Void Scent in the face.
Yep.
Again.
No problem.
Direct from the source. Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed.
I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Demure has lain dormant in Charlene's archives for many centuries.
And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void?
That is, in fact, precisely what we intend.
Matoya's theme? Oh, yeah. To what end, pray tell?
To develop a method of traversing the rift. For one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of the world and the echo of its future. And yet, I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to the very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward?
Marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself. And after hearing the whys and the wherefores, I, for one, do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason to present your request, or not to present your request for the forum's consideration. Although, your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Why, Master Fortuno, of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades.
I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there is no denying that having Master Fortuno on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well. We will pay a visit to the Levier estate and plead our case.
The bureaucracy. One last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager. So, if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity.
Of course, Scarlock. We will be sure to pass on any revelations.
Bureaucracy, bureaucracy, bureaucracy. This is my bureaucrat song.
Newfound adventure, excuse me. Newfound adventure, everyone. Out of the way.
Out of my way, I am adventuring to find, and it's new!
It's new!
It's new!
It's a secret, everyone. We're trying to get through a Void Sent portal.
Lee says he wants us to do a live stream from hell. That's this room during the day. Jonathan, thanks for the super earlier. Sorry, I missed this. This was the purpose of the Diablo armament in Boja, by the way. The more powerful the vessel, the more powerful void scent you can summon.
Oh, sure.
I vaguely remember that. I do say, oh, I have no lines. It just starts a cutscene. Oh, wait, never mind. Master Tula, Mistress Ishtola, how may I be of service?
We've come to speak with Master Fortuno. Is he home by any chance?
Yes, the master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests.
Are you ready to do your best tarnished?
But shitty is Margaret, isn't he? Oh, I have no trigger word for Fortuno. Well, well. Emilians would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss? Then pray, proceed. You have my full attention. The trigger word is tarnished. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around.
Scarlock Montesane expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you, we will not attempt to circumvent the Forum's authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course.
Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge?
For a brother who misses his sister, she was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from the horror and suffering. But the brother has given up on the thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying his longing heart. 'Tis no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue, all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones, and spending years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be.
Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Do not celebrate just yet. The Forum must still be convinced.
That was weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Screen
Sorry.
flashed.
Something weird happened on our end. Y'all good? We're all good? We're good. I wish to add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldessian Annex. We don't need to go to the room?
No,
Spiral
no big
room?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, no room.
Let's do it.
And that's where we're told to wait? Like that, now I'm just in like and then we're told to wait. And then we're told to rest. And then we rest?
No, and then we wait.
Yeah, then we rest, right? Because
West?
you need some rest.
West or rest?
Rest.
Because this is also to the west.
You must rest. Oh, hello. Hello, Sparkle. Ah, what? Why did... Oh, it's... this is the place.
Straight to a
It's not
cutscene.
an optional Sparkle.
It's
Required Sparkle.
mandatory sparkle. What if we rest to the west? That's how we do it, stream. That's how.
So, what did the Forum decide?
To put it bluntly, Master Matoya has burned some bridges here in Charlene, and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. Doing all right over there, bud?
Bit ice.
That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archives was the least we could do in return.
Damn.
Stiffen a few spines. I'm going to steal that.
That is wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Not sure he did.
Yes, well, as I'm sure you are aware, this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor, and bid you good day.
I said good day.
Back to being Turt. Turt? What's the word?
Turned up.
Kurt? Ever the same, that one.
Uncompromising, but that very stoicism is exactly what Charlene needs to guide it through not one, but two exoduses.
Exodi?
Oh, but 5 years. Wow, 5 years. That's it. Damn. Might as well join. Reading month.
I put 2 and 2 together.
Well, that went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes. And now I can simply walk through the door. Our focus will be on finding House Demure's research notes, of course. But the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy.
Monteshane?
Reading Rainbow!
You'll be heading directly to the Ark House from here, I presume?
You presume correctly. Pardon me.
Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section.
Excellent. Once again, we thank you for all your help.
Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek.
Shall we?
The door was right. He could just walked out the door. It's not that far. Yes, we know how this works, Gabe.
Sorry, Y'shtola, I was reading chat. At the entryway, Y'shtola was discussing the book she was reading when she fell asleep, and how she wished she had been in the restricted section as well. Oh my goodness.
I'm just watching you just
run
clear by.
Index page! Oh my god.
Talking like a SpongeBob meme? Archon Y'shtola and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Follow me if you would. Watch your step. And please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged.
Sci-fi. I can't believe they put robots in Final Fantasy XIV.
Science fiction in my Final Fantasy.
Oh.
Ooh, this is handsome.
This is a very nice restricted section. Usually it's a bit more crusty. Oh man, those pillars are cool.
Yeah, I'm into it.
If House Demure's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
You ready?
Let us leave. Let me restart my recording. All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Eventually. Jazz is the music of libraries. You appear to be correct.
So many books I get to read.
I'm glad that we sunk up for that.
Yes, yes. We are here for one specific volume. You need to remind me. Well, it's not the one right in front of me, but might as well try.
Could be. You never know.
Beautiful voice and creature.
Oh, this is just like last time. Today, in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant either. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcendent being.
Dexter scared the crap out of me.
You're tempted to read more. This does not seem to be the volume you're seeking.
Well, if that was getting steamy.
Yeah, I'm going to the weighty tome.
Yep, me too.
I met this demon called the Succubus. I'm very into it. In the year 1564, the 6th astral era, the Amalja summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe the being as a gigantic lizard-like being. with a potent command of fire-aspected magics. Using being twice in a sentence like that probably should have gone across the table of an editor. If we consider that primal summoning is an act fueled by faith and prayer, it is unsurprising, if not expected, that the resulting deiform entity should manifest the appearance and powers with which it is attributed by its worshippers. I'm trying not to breathe again. What then might emerge from the ether should one who believes in an almighty omniscience attempt to the same ritual? Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence? Some other embodiment of divine sagacity? Could this man-made God truly be all-knowing? And if it were, whence would such knowledge arise? Would someone please turn down the piano? It's back. I myself have many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world. With no spell to transport me back to the days of old, could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedia wisdom of every age? And with no means to verify its pronouncements, how could one be certain they were true? Though your mind spins with the possibilities discussed therein, there does not seem to be the volume you're seeking. Thank you.
All right, leather-bound log.
This music is going. Following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures, as devised by Nuhashan, the 9th patriarch of House Daemir.
Oh.
We present these research notes to the faculty of Charlene Studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. You appear to have located the forbidden volume you seek. Is that what Val sounds like right now? Jola, take this book!
Have you have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies. I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents.
I don't remember pocketing this book, but here you go.
Well done, Valentuna. I think you may have found our prize. Oh, handsome. Oh, is that a tentacle on the cover? Oh, with arms?
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Daemir's resonance many times at the great work.
Looks like a peacock to me.
Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Bird feet?
Yeah. Hands are a little spooky.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, monster manual, nice.
Among the ranks of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate. Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos. How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon Void Sent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
I've killed a
Yeah,
bunch
there's
of these
been
things.
a lot of these things. Yeah, yeah.
And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomus of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
She golden-eyed it.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be
Or
lurking
you just
on
like
these
take a whole
shelves.
rocket launcher and put it up your butt, golden-eye.
Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
Didn't know where you're going with that. Glad that that's where it was, where you were going with it. Great use of those emotes, chat. Great use. Mr. Dexter, hello. Would you like to warm my feet? The butt of holding. Ben,
Yes, the butt of holding.
Ben,
yes,
you're on a roll
exactly.
tonight.
The butt of holding.
You're on an absolute roll.
As much as I would have loved to start crafting the Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hunnish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in the House Dimir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass our regards to the forum.
Your message will be conveyed. Should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature, I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged.
If anyone can help us, Nidhana can. I say we return to Fafnir and look for her at the great work. Can I go kick it in there?
Can I kick it?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, that'd be
It's
a
a
good
cool
place
room.
to just, like, take some pictures and stuff.
Be a hell of a place to do a pre-stream meetup.
Yeah. The restricted section.
Yeah.